Hi, welcome to another video by me. This one is going over another LongAmp pedal that I've been lucky enough to have been sent by Thomas, the guy who makes these pedals. This one is his LongAmp Roxanne Flinger. Basically, it's a copy of the Electro-Harmonix Electric Mistress. From what I gather, it's sort of 100% copy, other than there's a chip that you just can't get hold of anymore, so they use it's like I think it's an MN3007, something like that, to emulate the classic sound of the Electric Mistress. This one, however, being 2017, I know a debate always continues, but this one is true bypass. A few nice little features, like the generally in his pedals, the DC input is not attached to the circuit board, which again can be an issue with, if you're a bit heavy-handed putting the input jack in for the power. If that pushes in or breaks, you damage the circuit board and it's game over. Whereas if it's connected by wires rather than hard fixed to the actual PCB, you don't have that issue. It's just a different, a new power input. But yeah, little things like that. It's got this weird and wonderful matrix, which basically removes the rate knob, just makes it redundant in that then wherever you put the range is it's almost like a cocked wah, so to speak, in that it just sets it at a flanged frequency rather than the modulated frequency that you get from a flanger. I'll demonstrate it and you'll see. But yeah, it's a cool pedal. As per usual with his things, a decent sort of die-cast box. Again, he's open to requests as such, so if you didn't like this casing, if you preferred it in, this is one of his other pedals here, this is my Moonraker Reverb. If you wanted it in just a painted case, I'm sure he would do that with just basic, sort of industrial style lettering like a lot of his older pedals had. Again, control knobs, etc. Most things are adaptable. Colour of the LEDs, etc. I don't know whether you could change the input to top mounted to make it a little bit more pedal board friendly, so you can sit your pedals side by side. It's not generally an issue for me. A lot of my overdrive pedals are side by side. Have the side input jacks, as you can see the soul food at the side. Anyway, enough waffling. Onto Soundbites. I'm using my made in Mexico Rosewood Telecaster, mainly because I've been tinkering with it today. I'm replacing the bridge back to this traditional style ashtray bridge, but with free compensated brass saddles. That's a story for another day. Obviously going through the Black Star HT Studio 20 into the Zilla cab, and everything's mic'd up through Cubase. So when you hear guitar sounds, I'll be flicking between microphones during the lovely editing process. Also, I'm using another one of his pedals on the floor, which I should be doing a video of, the Catalyst Noise Gate, which is brilliant. I may well have to keep hold of that. And I'll do a video of that after this, potentially. Right, on with it. So, clean signal. Right, everything at noon. I'll just play and fiddle around rather than keep talking. Well, I'll make these promises. Whether I stick to them or not is another thing. feedback knob is kind of your mix. So yeah, that's the clean sound, various different positions. The rate doesn't go mega quick. I've got an Electro Harmonics, one of the Soltech Electro Harmonics phasers, and that goes to a much quicker warble. I mean, but in saying that, that's pretty... Whack it back about there. Try it with... this is using the LongAmp Bears Blair. So we've got a LongAmp full house here. LongAmp Bears Blair overdrive pedal into the Roxanne, and then into the LongAmp Moonraker reverb. This is using clean with a Roxanne and a little bit of Strymon L Castan. Quickly use a bit of amp overdrive. So that's that kind of multiple sound bites. I have a little play with the matrix. Yeah, so the range kind of alters the frequency. There is no modulation. The modulation is kind of shown by that flashing light, which is still flashing, but there is no modulation. Throbbing more than flashing. So that's clean, as in no effect. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're into flangers and phasers, etc., it's definitely worth a look. He's on Reverb selling his pedals. He's also on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, as you can see on the pedal, it's long as in length and amp as in amplifier. But yeah, cool pedal, well made. There's a decent amount of resistance to the pots, you know, so they feel solid. And like I say, it's just an easy guy to work with. Like, so I've got 2 pedals here. He's now sent me 2 or 3 to kind of play with and stuff. Not saying that he would do that for you guys, of course. I've built a relationship with this guy, so yeah, he's a good guy to work with. And yeah, if modulation effects are your thing, if you like a flanger, then it's definitely worth a punt. Like I say, it's based on the Electric Mistress, but the modern benefits of being sort of true bypass, etc., etc. So in theory, it doesn't colour your tone when you're not using it. But yeah, he's on Reverb. Give him a look, give him a shout. He's probably got a few of these made up, actually ready to ship, or at least very close to being ready to ship. So yeah, anyway, cheers for watching. I shall be doing a video next of the Catalyst Mark II noise gate. Thanks, bye bye.